Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Jordan Reed. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Patriots have it. since they got the first down anyway, they'll decline the penalty.
Makes perfect sense, right? Defensive holding call. That's 5 yards, an automatic first down, and they completed the play anyway.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout call. By the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to power through. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Yeah, baby. Liz. Hey, back up.
From the gun, here's Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
I said 580. 12.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, on. Hey, let's roll. Hey, back up. Orange.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. A nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, gun. I said 580.
On first down, this is Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smith now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Let's go, yellow. Orange.
Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Taylor to the right side, and he's got Edelman. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He hits White, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor on first down. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on,
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12. Double. Set.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Geis receives the pitch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup.
Situation with second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Taylor will throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Taylor. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Crowder. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Geis. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Right.
On first down, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a play fake here on first down. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
You can see this. Quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Smith. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Orange.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Hard throw, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Taylor helps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he works free. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back now at FedEx Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Slow. 319.
Now Taylor. That's complete. It's Gordon. A big play there for New England. And even 50 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Taylor. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Yellow.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He'll check it down to Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Orange.
Here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Flag 32.
Taylor to throw again. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on third. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Smith now to throw, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Liz. Slot. Swing left. 15, yeah. It's just me and you. Regular.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Liz. Hey, back up. Hey, watch the ball.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Taylor. Escapes the sack. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal. And
everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Well, he didn't make headway on that one. There's plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So signs of life in what's been... Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Pats, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Washington, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.